Today we're gonna do meatloaf. I have meat, 750 grams. I have some cheese. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with the cheese. This one to do the cheesy. We have 1 egg. We have a good thing here. That is also a thing I'm gonna show you what I'm doing with this one. Really good with this. So I'm gonna put it inside of this and leave it for a moment. 2 onions, half a garlic, and I'm gonna start by cutting the garlic. And hey guys, don't forget to wash your hands before cooking. Daddy Crypto here, you know. Telling you what to do. Now, but seriously, you don't want bacteria and that kind of things in your food. There we go. So, the thing you're doing with this one, you have like a thing here that needs to fit in this hole, okay? You put it down, and you have like, you can do like this, okay? Yes. And then you're just doing this. It's super easy. And just look at this beauty. Another tip that you can do with the onion, one side onto the other side, put it in the middle, not all the way through. Take away everything from the top, put in your finger, and it's gone. We're gonna have really small pieces. All the way through from the middle, all the way through from the middle now. There we go. Really thin. It's like super thin. I'm doing it. As you can see, super thin. Alright? Then I'm going on this side. And still going thin. Alright? So, something like this, I want to have it. Okay? And that is actually another challenge, guys. Try not to cry when cutting onion. Before I'm actually gonna cut the other one, I'm going to pour, because I want to see so it's not getting too much. Okay, we can actually have half, just one piece of this. We're taking the smallest piece. This one I don't need for this cooking. It's gonna be too much. Beautiful. Magnifico! Excelente! Don't spare with the garlic. Because every time it has to do with like meatloaf, you always think that you have too much. But it's not tasting so much, the garlic, because it's gonna mix. And when it comes to meat, it has like a weird thing that actually dipping down the tones of the taste of like onions and garlic. That's why you need a lot of it, okay? Actually, I'm gonna go with a little more. There we go. I think that is enough actually. That would be cool, like fine. And for the spice, I'm gonna do it with honey, grillkrydda. This one is mwah. It's like the ordinary grillkrydda. Besides, it has like a little touch of sweetness too by the honey. So that is great. Now we're gonna pour in some black pepper. A lot of people is using like this kind of item to be able to see how much of the different things you need to pour down into the meat. But I have done it so many times, so I had it in my mind. That's why I'm not using those items for a moment. Like I said before, always follow a recipe from the beginning. Then I'm using my own imagination, and then I like had it locked in my mind. Egg. It's enough with just one egg. Sugar. Salt. Okay, now it's time to... Do you remember when you were kids, you do like in the sandbox? You gaga boy, gaga boogie boogie. And they were building like sand slots and that kind of things. This is so fun because this is actually reminds me of it. But I'm gonna show you before I'm doing it. So this is how it looks like right now. Delicious. Delicious. Okay, so the most important thing when you're doing like this, of course, clean hands. And the more you're doing this, the better it gets, okay? Because it really need to get all of the flavors in the entire meat. This is actually looking great. This is exactly how it's supposed to look. Beautiful! I don't want to leave anything. I'm gonna clean my hands, but before I'm doing that, I'm gonna put it here. We're gonna shape this thingy first, so you can see it too. I always start by doing this, then I'm doing that, to get the shape of it, okay? And because I have onions in it, you need to like put it down, it not being on the top. Otherwise, you have the risk of burning the pieces of onion, that is visible. I don't need to be super careful of that for a moment, because I'm going to open it in the middle. And I'm not going to use it for this video, but you can actually have bacon warped around the meatloaf too. It's super good. So when I'm cutting this, I'm not going all the way down. Alright. I'm going to show you guys. Here comes the first one. There we go. A little more. Now we're going to carve out some. There we go. There we have the sealed floor too. Hope you guys can see. Beautiful. Now I'm gonna wash my hand. Here guys. Take that away for a second or something. The cheese. And I guess that you had guessed it correctly by now. Yes, I'm gonna have cheese in the middle. So when you are like cutting it, when it's done in the oven, it's gonna like drip out, pour out some lovely cheese, okay? Okay, I'm gonna begin with half of the cheese. See if I need more. Maybe this is actually enough, this is good. This is enough. Nice. It's gonna be great, guys. So try to fill it as much as you can. I like to fill it much. Mucho grande, okay? And that can be hard sometimes, but that is a challenge. challenge, okay? The thing I'm always doing now when I'm trying to close it, it's like I'm trying to, if you can see my hand movement, I'm making it smaller at the top so I don't need to use so much of that. Okay, now we're going to flat this one up and like this. We're closing it again, guys. Beautiful, isn't it? This is looking mwah! I want to shoot it. I want to shoot at it right away before it's even cooked. What do you guys think? Doesn't it look beautiful? So, I have one more thing that I'm always doing, but before doing that, I'm gonna wash my hand. I don't want to word it in English, guys. I can actually say it in Finnish. Kurpujahu. Kurpujahu. Even if I'm butchering it in Finnish, I think. Slövad. You're using this when you're gonna fry some, especially when you're frying actually, chicken or fish. I'm gonna have a little of this on top of my meatloaf. But I'm gonna melt some butter first. Then I'm gonna pencil it with the butter. This is how much I'm using. It's like something between 25 and 50 grams. Now we're just gonna wait for it to melt, and as long as we're waiting, can I hear it? Play! Like this instead, or music, it's not wrong. I am pouring it above. What you guys see? Just a little, not all. There we go. That is actually enough. And while you're doing this, you can actually, if you see that you have missed to cover some holes, you can do it with penalty. It's kind of easy. Okay. I'm actually happy here. Got that one. Don't need any more. And I am not wasting the butter because I think it's enough just with the meatloaf. But Spixie really wants something on the side to the main dish. So I'm gonna cut kuti some potato peel to have in the oven. I'm gonna lay it here, okay? That's why I'm having a lot of butter. Now we're gonna put it with this one. And let's pour a little here. And you don't have to use this if you don't like, but I love it. And I'm always pouring it from my hand. I have better control when I'm doing this. So I'm actually getting it even all over the meatloaf. Alright? That is good enough. This is how it looks like when it's done. Wash it. And then I'm going to use a little paper to make it a little more dry. Okay? There we go. Because it's a giant potato actually, I'm going to slice it in 3 parts. And the parts that I'm getting now, 2 parts. Okay? And then I'm going to go on the side to make it have this form. This form is actually the best one in my opinion. It's the most crunchy one. So we're going to have it in this size something. Okay? So put this out again. And we're going to have the rest of the butter. I'm also gonna go with this one. Now I'm pouring it in my hand because I don't want to have too much. That's enough. Salt. Really good. Do we want something else? Maybe we actually want another spice that I really love to have to when you're having potato in the oven. This one. It's yum yum. And the food is ready to go to the oven. Amazing. So for this beauty of meatloaf, I'm gonna have the 225 degrees with a fan on in the oven. And I'm gonna leave it for something between, I think like 40 minutes something. Would be great. But to be able to know if it's ready or not, I have this one. I don't actually know if people is going with a lesser of Celsius, but I'm going on 85, okay? For being able to know where the middle is, I'm always doing like this. Then you have the pointy finger. So this is how high the meatloaf is. Now you know. Now you take the middle. There we go. Super easy. And we are putting it in the oven, okay? That is how you do in crypto meatloaf.